Hey, it's Brett and Coach here, and today I am at Spiteful Brewing to celebrate their 12th anniversary of the brewery. So let's head inside, grab some drinks, and later we'll have some Pequod's pizza. Let's head inside Spiteful Brewing to celebrate their anniversary. And their taproom is very beautiful with lots of natural light, and we headed directly to the bar to see what they had on draft, and they had plenty on the menu for sure, including stuff in drafts and cans. We made it in, obviously, and we sat down, got comfy, and grabbed a beer from the bar right away. With this 12th anniversary event, if you buy a drink, you actually get Pequod's deep dish pizza. They'll be here in about an hour or less to get lunch. And I will say, yes, we do like Spiteful, but we may be here for Pequod's pizza because I think Brian and I agree that we think it's the best deep dish in Chicago. Giordano's or Lou's has nothing on Pequod's. That's my personal take. Fight in the comments down below what you think the best Chicago deep dish pizza is. But with that being said, Spiteful and Pequod's came together and they made a Pequod's IPA. So without further ado, let's actually give Pequod's IPA a taste. It's an IPA, a little on the bitter side, only 4.5%. Nothing to write home about, to be honest. It's a pretty standard hop flavor. Would I drink it again? Possibly, but I think it's more for the pizza and supporting the brand than the beer itself. I would probably give it a 6 out of 10.
My turn. Let's see what I think. Smooth, hoppy. It's great. Wish I had something in a unique flavor, but it seems a little just general. IPA, 6 out of 10.
And now let's give Spiteful's IPA a try to see how that compares to Pequod's. A lot smoother, not as bitter. I think I like this better. I think I'll give this a 7 out of 10. And I do believe the last time we were here, we were out on the patio celebrating Oktoberfest. So for this event, we decided to show up a little bit on the early side to make sure we actually get a table, because last time we were here, we kind of had to fight and wait for a table, so planning ahead definitely pays off. But when it's a non-event day, there's definitely plenty of seating to go around, and it'll be comfortable for sure. The tap room is beautiful year-round, but I would really recommend coming here in the summer because those garage doors are open and it creates a really nice breeze, and it's just really good way to spend some time. So I don't know if Spiteful has like a specific specialty. I just know that they do a lot of IPAs and a lot of stouts, but they do have plenty of different options on their menu as well. And Spiteful is located in Andersonville, a couple blocks west of Clark on Balmoral, and another block down is actually Half Acre, another brewery of Chicago. And they have a beautiful patio. And Spiteful is very pet friendly, so if you have a pupper dog, please bring it in. I will say Spiteful has, I think, one of my favorite brewery brandings. Their logo is giving me very much 2012 Epic Face meme, which I don't know if that's what they're going for, but that's definitely the callback I'm choosing. And for my next beer, I got Bleacher Bum. And Brian got Working for the Weekend, an IPA. And Bleacher Bum is a blonde ale with peach, so let's give it a try. Very peach forward, sweeter, smooth, goes down easy. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. Probably one of my favorite things that I've drank so far. I'm really glad we showed up when we did because it's getting busier and busier for sure. And this is Brian's Working for the Weekend, a double IPA, so let's give this a try as well. As for IPAs for Spiteful, this is the smoothest one so far. Not too bitter, a good balance of everything. I would probably also give this a 7 as well. This may be a weird take, but whenever I'm at a brewery, I never get anything in cans. If I can get it in draft, I will. My logic is, I feel like the beer is fresher when it is in a keg. Not sure if that's actually true or not. I feel like I can taste a difference on certain beers, and if it is in a can, it feels like I can take it to go or buy it at the store, while in a keg, that's certainly not necessarily the case. I'm so ready and excited for pizza though. I'm hungry. And the line for pizza was starting to form. So let's go get in line for pizza. And just finding the end of the line was a task in itself, but the wait wasn't too bad. I'd say it took us about 20 minutes to get pizza. While waiting in line, Brian got an alley time, so take a sip and tell me what you think. All right, here we go.
So that's light and easy to drink. It's good.
What would you give it out of 10?
7.
We're in the home stretch to use our tickets for pizza.
But waiting in line was a blessing in disguise because it allowed us to fully see the whole tap room, including all of the taps, all of the different flights that they offered, and all of the special barrel-aged beer selection they had for today. And we got to look at all the to-go options as well. And Spiteful offers a bunch of board games that you can play at the tap room, as well as offering a Drinking and Dragons event once a month. And you probably saw these behind me while I was sitting at the table, but they feature all of their different labels on the cans as artwork.
And on a normal day, they do have pizza, snacks, and pretzels, as well as some non-alcoholic options. So let's take a sip of Alley Time, another IPA. Definitely has that IPA piney aftertaste that I expect. Is it my favorite IPA ever? No, I'd probably give it a 6.
The star of the show is Pequod Pizza, so let's add some more Parmesan cheese and dive in.
So good as expected. Really good sauce, really good crust. We only got cheese, I believe, but the cheese is solid. Topped it with more Parmesan. I'm happy. I wish the slice was a little bit bigger, but we were towards the end of this round of pizza, so they were cutting them slightly smaller to make sure so everyone could get a little bite to eat. And sadly, my pizza's all done, but Pequod's is kind of known for their crust, which has that perfect dark caramely flavor from all that melty cheese. I think it's safe to say that Brian and I could easily eat 2 more slices at that size. And I did want to confirm that they are doing normal, regular food as well as Pequod's. So I think in a little bit we're going to put in an order for a pretzel just to make sure we have enough in our stomach to keep enjoying the brews. I got Barstool Bum, which is an amber lager, which has an ABV of 5.5. And see what rating I'll give it. It is slightly sweet, but other than that, I don't really get a huge flavor profile from it. It's tasty, but I don't know what the taste actually is. 6 out of 10.
We have a 2019, a 21, and a 22. They're basically very similar, and it's basically a barrel-aged Mexican hot chocolate. So let's start with the 2019. Oh, wow. That's great. Let's go on to 21. Ooh, more cinnamon than that one. All right, and the 22. Ooh, a touch more spice to that one. Still cinnamony. That's a tough one. Between these two, they're very close.
All 3 of these are called a Benevolence Chocolate Caliente. It is their take on like a spicy Mexican hot chocolate. So let's start with the 2019. Smells really good. Good cinnamon hot chocolatey flavor. This is the 21 version of it. This has more of a potent smell overall, a lot more cinnamon and spice forward, a lot more of a deeper and complex flavor, and it has a much stronger chocolate bite afterwards. And then the 2022, almost like a roasty smell to it. That hits the back of your tongue with a little bit more heat spice versus like sweet cinnamon spice. I think my favorite out of the 3 is the middle one, which is the 21. All 3 of them are drinkable. I would probably give the 19 a 7. I would give a 21 an 8, 22 a 7.5. The 2019 was barrel-aged for 10 months, the 21 for 20 months, and then the 22 for 32 months. We did get a pretzel, so hopefully that'll be here soon too.
And the pretzel did come pretty soon, but it was just a lot of fun watching the crowd and people coming and going. It's always exciting to see a brewery like this be super successful and popular for events. And this pretzel was very solid, good amount of salt, and this mustard was really good, all for $7.
It's very fresh and very warm. I'm not necessarily the biggest mustard fan, but that's a really solid mustard. Pretzel's well cooked. I would probably give it 7.5 out of 10. Crowd has a nice ebb and flow to it, quieted down a little bit, but still a good number of people here. This is a 2024 double barrel aged Hostile Harry. A lot of things to remember with that name, and let's dive in. I like to describe the smell of this beer, or a lot of stouts, as soy saucy, thick, rich, complex, gonna be heavy. Soy saucy, 13%, very fitting. I think I prefer the 3 Mexican hot chocolate stouts that I had previously. I'd probably give this 5.5. So I know I said I typically don't get things out of cans, but Brian wanted to try it. The label is actually right there. It is the 2023 Mrs. O'Leary's, which is a raspberry stout. Smells like Valentine's Day chocolate, so raspberry for sure. Makes me want a raspberry chocolate, what are they, concrete mixer from Culver's. Ooh, very raspberry forward. Good balance of chocolate. Super smooth, not too heavy. Also 13%, but it doesn't have the dense, heavy weight of a normal 13%. This might be my favorite thing that I've had today. I think I'd give it a 9.5. Maybe I do need to try things from cans more often. And it appears that line 2 has formed for pizza round 2. That's a wrap here at Spiteful Brewing. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment down below what you liked about it, and please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, this has been Brett and Coach, and I will see you in Coach.